My name is Emily Carter. I've been married to Tyler for 5 years, and he's the kindest, most hardworking man I've ever met. He works as a project manager at a mid-sized tech company in Seattle, and lately, he's been putting in extra hours in hopes of securing a well-deserved promotion. Tyler doesn't come from money. He worked through college, took care of his younger siblings after his parents passed, and never once complained. I admire that about him, his resilience, his work ethic, his loyalty. But I never imagined that same loyalty would be tested by someone so powerful, so vile, and so cunning. It all started one rainy Thursday evening when Tyler came home later than usual. His shoulders were slumped, his eyes tired, and his voice low. I made his favorite, grilled salmon and garlic mashed potatoes, but he barely touched it. "You okay?" I asked, reaching across the table to touch his hand. He gave a weak smile. "Yeah, just work stuff. The promotion thing is competitive." "Of course it is," I replied, squeezing his hand. "But you're the most qualified person in that place. You'll get it." He didn't respond, just nodded and picked at his food. Something was off, but I didn't push him. Tyler wasn't the kind of man to unload his burdens easily. I figured he'd open up when he was ready. The next day, I got a call while at the gym. The number was unfamiliar, but I answered. "Mrs. Carter?" "Yes. This is Vincent Blake. I'm Tyler's boss." I stood up straighter. I'd heard the name before. Tyler often mentioned him in passing. He was the regional VP, rarely seen on the office floor but powerful enough to make or break careers. "Oh, hello, Mr. Blake. Is everything all right?" He chuckled. "Everything's fine. Actually, I was hoping to speak with you privately off the record. There's a charity gala tomorrow evening. It's a company event. Would you mind attending on behalf of Tyler? He's tied up in meetings." I hesitated. "I'm not sure I'd be comfortable doing that." "It's important," he interrupted. "It could influence Tyler's future at the company. Think of it as helping him in ways he can't help himself." Something about his tone sent a chill down my spine. I didn't want to go, but the idea of helping Tyler, especially if he didn't know how to ask for help, tugged at me. "I'll be there," I said quietly. The gala was at a 5-star hotel downtown. I wore a modest black dress and tried to steady my nerves as I walked through the glimmering lobby. I spotted Vincent quickly, mid-50s, slick gray hair, expensive suit, and a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. "Emily," he said, taking my hand. "Even more beautiful in person." I tried to smile politely. "Thanks for inviting me." We sat through speeches, fundraisers, auctions, everything you'd expect. But I noticed Vincent wasn't interested in the event at all. His eyes never left me. Every compliment felt like a veiled threat. Every glance carried a message I couldn't quite read. After dinner, he invited me to the rooftop lounge for a private chat. I followed him reluctantly. The sky was dark, the city lights below blinking like stars. Vincent poured us both a glass of wine. "You know, Emily," he said, leaning against the glass railing. "Your husband is very talented, but talent only goes so far in this world." I kept my expression neutral. "What do you mean?" "I mean people rise because others open doors for them. And I hold the keys. Tyler's up for a major promotion, but he's competing against some pretty impressive candidates. A little influence could make all the difference." I didn't like where this was going. "Why are you telling me this?" He smiled and stepped closer. "Because you could help him. Tonight. Right here." My stomach turned. "Are you suggesting something inappropriate?" "I'm offering you a chance to help your husband's future," he said calmly. "No one has to know. A few hours with me and I guarantee Tyler gets the promotion." I stepped back, heart pounding. "That's disgusting." He shrugged. "Think it over. But if you walk away tonight, so does Tyler's shot. And maybe even his job." I turned and walked away without another word. When I got home, Tyler was already asleep. I sat in the kitchen for hours, replaying every word in my mind. I didn't tell him the next morning. I didn't know how. How do you explain something like that to your husband? But things got worse. Over the next few weeks, Tyler began to unravel. He wasn't sleeping, eating, or smiling. He came home one night and finally broke. "I think I'm being pushed out," he whispered. "They gave the promotion to Greg. And now I'm getting smaller projects. I don't know what I did wrong. I couldn't stay silent anymore. I told him everything. Every word Vincent said. The way he looked at me, the way he threatened Tyler's career. Tyler's face went pale, then red. He tried to get to me through you? I'm sorry, I whispered. I didn't know how to tell you. I'll quit, he said immediately. I'm not working under a man like that. No, I said firmly. We're not running. He should be the one who's afraid. Together, we made a plan. We started gathering evidence. Tyler recorded meetings subtly. I took screenshots of text messages Vincent had sent afterward, trying to lure me to another private dinner. We spoke to a lawyer, then contacted HR, who unsurprisingly tried to sweep it under the rug. That's when we took it public. An anonymous tip to a respected journalist sparked a chain reaction. Within days, an article was published titled Silicon Sleaze. Regional VP accused of sexual coercion and abuse of power. It went viral. Other women came forward. Wives, assistants, interns. It wasn't just me. Vincent had a pattern, and the world finally saw it. The company had no choice but to launch an internal investigation. Vincent was placed on leave, then terminated within a week. Tyler was offered a formal apology and a new position, higher than the one he initially applied for. He declined. I won't work for a company that ignored abuse until it made headlines, he told them. Instead, we moved to Portland. Tyler got a better job with a better company. I opened my own small consulting business. It wasn't easy, and the months that followed were filled with anxiety, therapy, and trust building. But we survived. Sometimes, when we lie in bed at night, Tyler will kiss my forehead and whisper, "Thank you for not staying silent." And I always respond, "Thank you for believing me." Because when the world tried to break us apart, we held each other tighter. And in the end, the truth made us stronger.